Hello everybody and welcome back for another episode of Video Impressions. My name is Nick and today we're going to be checking out something called The Fastest Skeleton by developer Taylor Bai-Woo. This is a game that I was going to potentially cover for Halloween yesterday because of its incredibly high level of spookitude, but I actually chose to just, do another Halloween themed episode because, what's the harm? It's fun. It's hard to ever just pick one of something also. So today's episode, we're going to be climbing a tower as a skeleton made of physics-enabled bones. As you can see at the top of the screen, it says fastest time 8 skeleton 35. That's 8 minutes and 35 in that case. And that's, I did one run of this. That's my record. I'm going to see if I can beat that, and you guys can enjoy the levity as we go. So the controls of this are very simple. Up to jump, and left and right to wiggle back and forth. I don't know, down might do something as well, but I haven't actually really used it in my gameplay. So the trick here is to use your kneecaps or your feet or whatever you want to call those little skulls that happen to inhabit the bottom point where your feet should probably be. You want to use those as your anchor points and try to cause yourself to basically contort around these blocks, and there are blocks everywhere. All it takes, though, is one anchor point to be able to actually lift yourself up. So, we'll get to harder and harder jumps. As you can tell, also, we have to do our very, very best not to get completely spooked out, because there's some, like, Space Invader-looking bats falling in the background. Also, it keeps saying scary and stuff, and that's the best way to let me know that I'm scared, is to actually just tell me in the word scary. It's harder than it looks, folks. Before you judge, you don't always get the skeleton's legs where you want them, just as in life, I suppose. Alright, let's contort. Oh, alright, well, I've got to get the proper momentum. You can also do a little bit of a pogo stick trick sometimes. If you get yourself in just the right spot, you can bounce up. I actually managed to get to the top of this in much faster than 8 minutes, but then at the very end, the last jump is extremely hard, and you can botch it a lot of times. That doesn't help at all. Also quite funny is occasionally you can get parts of you stuck on the wrong side of the block, and like you can just keep ascending into the tower. Oh my god, I'm doing so bad. I actually had a much better run the other time going up the beginning anyway. There we go. We got the leg out. We want the leg. Oh, gotta keep the momentum, man. Where did you go to skeleton school? This is... Oh no! This is a travesty so far. We've also got some spooky gravestones moving in the background that want us to rip in peace. So that's an important thing to make note of. What is the other... There's another word spinning about over there, and I can't quite get a good look at it. Maybe I'll see it again in a moment. Maybe I'll try over this way. Oh, that's even worse. It's those downward slanted ones that are messing me up here. I also thought for a second when I first started this that, like, using the mouse did something, but I think I was mistaken there. I thought maybe I was influencing our character's movement in some way, shape, or form. That doesn't seem to be the case. Come on, man! Just bear with me, guys. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get to the top. It's gonna take me... Oh my god, I'm just going down. I'm almost back down to the bottom. Alright, so watch. I'll get my left leg set up. I'll get my right leg less set up. There we go. And then, yep, just step ladder right up. There we go. Now we're starting to get it. That's the pattern you want to see. A lot more of that type of behavior. The developer has stated they do want, pictures and videos of anybody able to beat this in as quick a method as possible. Sad to say, I will not be that video, but I will at least... hopefully get far enough that... Oh no. That's the worst case scenario. We don't want this. Both of my feet / kneecaps are stuck on the wrong side of that block. That's a big problem for me. Oh no! Disaster! Oh, I fell all the way down. I think one of my bones is actually still stuck up at the top too, which is even worse. Why is it... Oh, it's like stuck around the other side of that block. It's like a whole different way to approach physics, too. Like, there's a lot of games that use physics in various ways that aren't really quite as strange as this. Well, there's ones that use it in plenty of strange ways, honestly, too. There's one about eating freaking meatballs at a dinner table. But I've never had to climb up a tower of strangely oriented blocks as a skeleton before. Oh. I wonder also where the skeleton gets the ability, with the lack of muscles, to do all of these powerful things. Anyway, what was I saying? So the thing about weird games, it seems to be a good correlation. Weird games and physics go well together. We've hardly seen any, like, weird and spooky games, though, at the same time. They usually are, like, weird and irreverent. So I like this idea. I like where this is going. Oh, no! It's so easy to just fall right off. I like how simple this is, too. You don't have to learn a bunch of weird controls. You don't have to get your hand accustomed to holding the keyboard in a strange way or trying to pretend that the keys are your fingers. You know, you're just a skeleton doing what skeletons do best, climb up a tower. It's the most obvious. Imagine how terrifying. You live in a tower and there's a skeleton climbing all of the insides of it after you, probably. Because they always want something. I don't know what it is with skeletons. They always want... They want something that you have that's part of your vital life force. Oh, no. You know what they want? They want your blood and they want your flesh because they're going to inhabit your egger suit. Oh, no. Oh, I almost parlayed that into a good move. Pardon also my flailing on the keyboard. Hopefully you guys don't mind too much. It's bound to happen with a game like this. I am probably making quite a bit of noise. Okay, just go up. Have the bats changed? I feel like the bats have gotten to be a slightly different color palette. Maybe it's just my imagination. I thought there were more, like, red things happening. Maybe it was just the scary words that were falling down before. Oh, man, we're almost to the top. That's... Okay. Just be cool, Skeleman. Oh, no. The top of the window also says the fastest Skeletor instead of the fastest Skeleton. I like the Skeletor, honestly. I think that actually works pretty well, too. Okay, now this move, though, is kind of arduous. I actually had to do this for a very long time. Okay, it's very important to do the steps, sort of like I was doing earlier, where you get a left-right extension thing going on, because it's so easy to get your foot stuck under one of these blocks. And it only takes a little bit of a mistake, and all of a sudden you can't do much. Oh, no, and then we've got to fall back down because my foot's stuck under something. Oh, no, the extension's not happening. This music also super, super spooky. This is exactly what I want in a physics-powered skeleton spooky climbing sim. I think this actually fits the bill just right. Okay, one, two, oh, can't, oh, no. We can't get too much vertical going on because the vertical causes the legs to straighten back out. We want to keep it like 1 step, 2 step, 3 step. And then hopefully that last foot will extend at just the right moment that we can actually kick it up and kick to victory. Oh no, my whole body's falling apart. I don't even understand the shapes anymore that are happening inside of my skeleton. It doesn't take much when we finally get the victory. All it's going to take is for me to put one of my feet or skull toes up at the very top. But getting that angle to not get my head to crash into the blocks above is the hardest part. Oh, I can do this, though. I've done it once before. I can do it again. You know what else might be a good idea? Maybe just try and bypass that block entirely. Maybe there's a way I can just kind of, like, cheese... Oh, yeah! I figured it out. Alright, now let's make sure we don't botch this jump. And yes, we've touched the door. I've slightly improved on my record skeleton time. So that's a run of the fastest skeleton, and I hope that you can give it a try too. It's actually free to download if you want to go grab it. I encourage you to do so. I will have a link right in the description. Let me know what your best score is, your best time, in the comments below, and of course what you think about physics-powered games, weird games like this, and Halloween games in general. If you found any good ones, be sure to let me know that as well, because I am always on the lookout. Doesn't matter what month of the year it is, whether it's Spooktober, Spookvember, Spooksember, whatever you're into, you know, we could probably cover some more Halloween games. They're always so kitschy and silly and funny, so I'm into it. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching. As always, if you enjoyed the episode, make sure you leave a like on it. I'll be back again tomorrow for another one, and I will see you all later.